New Year resolutions are just for procrastinators.
मंडे होगा, देखते हैं कितने लोग जोश में आते हैं मंडे 1st January.
But I don't believe that I'll accomplish them ever.
Did you know New Year's resolution was actually started as a promise by farmers to repay their debts? Was this trend just brought into urban society by capitalists to get us to feel bad about ourselves and spend extensive amounts of money on gym subscriptions and healthy processed food? Is all this just a facade? Are New Year resolution just bullshit? Let's find out.
I feel New Year resolutions were really important to me when I was growing up. It helped me set up new behavioral patterns. So for example, if I had to pick up a new hobby, I knew that I would designate it as a New Year resolution. For example, challenging things like being consistent in fitness or picking up a new skill, I really think putting it as a New Year resolution helped.
I want to be able to stand for myself more. I want to be able to say no when it's needed and when it's not needed. So really being more self-aware and aware of the people around me and how to judge situations is my goal for the next year, being a stronger version of myself.
For 2024, I think I'm trying to focus on a couple of New Year resolutions. One is eat healthy. And so I'll track my diet. That's a behavioral change I want in myself, so I will do that. And then be really consistent and stay active. This New Year resolution, I'm not taking it as somewhat of a pressure on top of me. It's more like it'll give me a momentum shift, right? I'll get the energy to get started. And once I do, I know like I'll pick it up. Even if I end up doing 60% of my goals, I'm happy because I see it that way, right? New Year resolutions give you that push.
I believe if I have a goal in the starting of the year, throughout the year I will remember it and will work towards it. I mean, it'll be in my day. It's like a set, like a what do you say, like a benchmark key. January 1st, and it's a big thing, right? January 1st, I'm going to set this. So every day I'll keep remembering it, okay? This is the goal I set for myself. I shouldn't disappoint myself. I should keep living up to it because that's not make me sad.
I mean, of course, it's by default, you can say that it's engraved in us that at like every year you should take something or something else as a resolution and stick to that. So yeah, because of that narrative, I feel like I also make certain choices.
I missed out on a lot of parties. I missed out on meeting a lot of friends because that was something that I chose to do. I was really sure about it, and I knew that I was sacrificing something for the path that I wanted.
Motivation, discipline, consistency, momentum. This is what drives people who set New Year goals. But what happens when they can't reach their goal? Do they go down the rabbit hole?
I think it's because now it's been 18 years since I'm making resolutions, and it's not working out. So yeah, I have my answer there.
Do you believe in New Year resolutions?
No,
Why? Why not?
I want to believe, but I don't because I don't fulfill any of those. So
One big time resolution that I make is, waking up early and like having lots and lots of water, which never happens. So yeah.
Damn. Okay. So that's the resolution that you failed at?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I never wake up early. I hate waking up early. So yeah, I just put my resolution aside and put my sleep first.
So are you not going to be having any new resolutions this year? Or
Yeah, I'm going to have the same resolutions. Wake up early, drink more water. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to read it, but not do it.
I don't think I was able to achieve all my goals
why do you think that, if you don't mention?
because I guess in some ways, even my mental health, I was kind of struggling with that. So I think it affected my ability, like academically and socially.
Did that affect your Did that affect your happiness? Or
Yeah, I think it did, but I think if you try and stay positive, it always helps.
We often think our life is an endless list of to-dos. We chase endlessly and sometimes end up in a downward spiral.
When our expectations don't match up with the actions we end up taking or the choices we make, we often end up blaming ourselves. Lazy, loser, failure. These words end up popping up in our head. But is it true that we let our milestones define our happiness or our success?
Basically, for me, there's this, I don't know how many of you here have heard the concept of Sisyphus myth. So basically, there's this person who was punished by God and he had to carry a boulder on his shoulder and just take it up on the
Shoulder on his shoulder.
Rhymed. I was controlling it. You'll ask me to act normal.
Yeah, then?
So he had to actually carry it on the top of the mountain. And then after he has done that, he has to just leave it. That boulder will roll down and he has to do it again. It's a cycle. Sometimes honestly, and a lot of people say, like postmodernists, they say that this is actually everyday reality. This is what we are doing, right? What is the meaning of our life? We are chasing goals, then we are again chasing goals, we are again chasing goals. Now Sisyphus, a lot of people say, like earlier they used to say that he's happy. When he's doing it, he's happy. But now, in the times we live in now, people are like, no, we're not happy. Like it's fake. He's not happy, he's suffering. And I think that is true. Like this idea that we're chasing goals and we are just constantly, doing tough things. Are we really happy? Is it really making us, is it taking us anywhere? Because, I mean, just like that boulder, which signifies our goals, are we moving forward or are we just stuck in the same cycle? Because if we were moving forward, we'll be happy, we'll have more peace. But sometimes it feels like that we don't have any peace.
But don't you think if the boulder was the only thing that gave him the happiness, if that was the only task he was assigned to and that gave him all his happiness, so he was happy doing it every day. And maybe another day he tried a new mountain or like a new thing and he's trying to innovate with that. So don't you think that's what we aspire to be with our goals? Trying out new things and growing as that.
I don't know, like personally for me, I don't celebrate my achievements or I don't really am proud of things I've done. And then it's always for me like, okay, I could have, now I have to do this better. Okay, it's always like tick, 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 tick.
But
like,
it's always taking it a notch higher, right?
Yeah, but then when are you enjoying? Like when you're...
Every time.
The journey is the enjoyment, not the milestone.
Yeah. Like personal goals or professional goals? What do you put first?
I think you're asking the wrong person. I don't have goals. I mean, is it a bad thing? I don't know, but I don't have it. Like, in 1 year I want to be there. In 1 year I want to be happy or something. No, like not even personal or professional. I don't know why, but I am more of a person who wants to live in the moment and just live there. And probably that's because of my age as well, because I'm young and I'm not thinking about the future. But that will come with the age, probably, but now I don't care. I have one thing against the planners though, but they plan every single bit of their life and it kind of feels like they've scripted their own life. And I don't know if it's a good thing. I mean, if it's a good thing for them, then it's fine. But I don't know. Like, I feel like they miss out on beautiful present moments, and that's really important. I'm telling you, you're not gonna remember how much I worked this year, but you're gonna remember how much you enjoyed this year.
I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, and not to be pessimistic, but like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be like alive tomorrow or not, very realistically. Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't mean that I shouldn't lay the groundwork for a potential tomorrow. It's just that I don't think you should go out of your way to do something, especially if that makes you unhappy.
I feel happiness cannot come from one thing. It cannot be just work. It cannot be just family or just hobbies. I feel it's all spectrums, right? Can't be just devoted to your family 24/7 and expect that you'll be happy. Sometimes people are not. You need to do something for your own self also. You need to be good, like excel at work also. You need to be simultaneously be a good father, be a good mother, be a good child to your parent, for example, right? So I think it's a thing about like the whole spectrum.
When New Year is around the corner, we see everyone on the internet talking about it.
Atomic New Year resolutions for 2024.
Okay, now let's get into the 10 reasons as to why you usually always fail at your New Year's resolutions.
I'm just curious, how many of you made New Year's resolutions?
Systems, goal settings, planning. This is what we hear non-stop. And it does make us feel like we're missing out. When everyone is starting on a high note, why are we not?
But we are sure there are people who think otherwise too. Those who think New Year resolutions are BS.
Because if I want to do something, I'll just do it today or tomorrow.
उसके बाद people don't follow unless and until something that you want to change emotionally. I feel like that comes eventually. But ये जैसे मैं gym जाऊँगी या मैं healthy खाऊँगी, ये नहीं हो पाएगा. I'm not pro New Year resolution thinking that कि I will change myself. या तो 1 जनवरी होता है तो संडे होता है. 1 जनवरी अभी 1 जनवरी तो मंडे होगा. देखते हैं कितने लोग जोश में आते हैं मंडे 1 जनवरी न्यू ईयर में.
Whatever you're planning to do in 2024, we really hope you achieve it. But even if you fail, accept yourself. Do not let goals define your worth. We hope this video gave you a fresh perspective around New Year resolution.